Welcome to day 167. It is 8:30 and we are back on the trail.
And it is cold this morning.
38 degrees.
All right, we've been at it for an hour now.
We're 1.6 in.
We've changed our coats, we've talked to people, we've been visiting, and yeah, climbing a hill.
About
Yeah.
30 minutes of breaks.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, and we got LTE for a while. In the last hour, we've made up a little bit of the time we lost in the first hour. We've come 4.4. It's glorious. We're shedding layers as we go. Each hour we shed another layer. So here next by lunchtime, yeah, we'll be no, no, never. Beautiful day, easy trail, good walking. There's the last of the chicory. Microclimate alongside the roads, giving it a place to live. Well, that's just perfect because we are ready for a little rest. And cookies. Woohoo! All right, landmark. We're crossing under Interstate 66, which brings the good people from Washington, D.C. and Northern Virginia out to Interstate 81, which runs along the Blue Ridge. So we've spent a good bit of time on this road.
more than a little. We are 4 hours into our hike today, and we've come 8.4 miles. We've taken a fair number of breaks along the way, so we're making pretty good time. We've got about 6 miles to go to our shelter that we're planning to tent at. are 5 hours in. We've come 10 miles. We got about 4.9 to go.
Well, that sounds so much better than 5 to go.
Yeah.
So here's the situation. We've been planning to come here to Whiskey Creek Shelter for months, and it is packed with a scouting group. So we've moved down to the old, very old Dick's Dome Shelter, which is just a little bit down the way from the really nice Whiskey Creek Shelter, and we've set up our camp on what is possibly the rockiest site we've had so far. We had more luck putting the tent up on platforms in New Hampshire than we had putting up the tent tonight. You know what was really good about today?
What's that?
How the day started.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because Mountain Home is
Mountain Home Cabin.
fantastic hostel. Yeah. And Lisa fixed us the best breakfast. We didn't even stop for 9 o'clock snacks or 11sies. The breakfast she made for us kept us going.
Yeah.
My bed was super comfortable, had the nicest sheets on it, and it was nice to sleep on cotton sheets.
Yeah.
And Scott was he was just so fun to talk to, being a thru hiker himself.
Yep.
Yeah, that was definitely the high point of the day.
Helpful and knowledgeable.
Yeah,
Really,
yeah.
Really fun.
Yeah, I would highly recommend us stay with them.
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
funny because we were passing Southbounders for weeks and saying, oh, you know, stay at Woods Hole, stay at Weary Feet, stay at Rabbit Hole, stay at Boots Off, stay at all these other places that we've loved. And they all said the same thing back. They said, stay at Mountain Home.
Mm-hmm. Worth staying there.
Yeah, almost
Wonderful.
everyone. That was what they traded. You know, we're giving them Rabbit Hole, and they're saying Mountain Home.
It's good.
Yeah, it was good. Okay, so we're hanging out at the old Dick's Dome. This spot is a shelter spot. It has 2 shelters. One is this old shelter, and it's been pretty much left to go to pieces. And then there's a really nice new shelter that I think is less than 3 years old, just down the way.
Yeah, the Whiskey
Creek
Shelter.
Yeah. It's a beautiful shelter. Probably about 4 good tent sites around here. And we have a marginal tent site right now. And we are far from the Whiskey Creek Shelter because...
We're down here because the Boy Scout troop decided that this was the place to camp. And they have consumed all of the available shelter space, or all of the available tent space.
Yeah, and they're still coming in.
Yeah, there's at least 2 groups of them. So the area up around the main shelter is going to be really busy and probably pretty loud tonight. So we decided that we would get a little bit of distance between us and the shelter. So we're about 100 yards from the shelter.
Yeah. It's a rocky site that we've got. Boy, I don't think we've ever had that much trouble putting the stakes in the ground.
It's tough putting the tent up.
Yeah. But I'm glad we've got this little spot to sit and cook our dinner because it's so rocky and uneven around here. I don't know where we'd sit otherwise.
Yeah, you can usually find a log or a flat rock somewhere, but this is a pretty rugged tent site area.
Yeah, I think I found the old trail, and I can't believe we sat here not even that long. Yeah,
2 years ago.
I guess it's been about 2.5 years ago. We had lunch here, and I was trying to find the old path because they've rerouted. The path used to come straight to this spot and then venture off to the other one. Well, now the trail goes like around, and then there's a really nice road that comes down to the Whiskey Creek Shelter. So they've really rerouted around here, and I was trying to find the old trail, And it's really interesting how fast the old trail just goes back to nature. It's hard to find. There's a lot of blowdowns. And as soon as trail maintenance stops, that trail disappears. It's very, very interesting. The forest is very, very swift to take back places that we claim.
So what about the hike today? Almost 15 miles.
Yeah, yeah. It wasn't as cold as it was supposed to be, so that was good.
Yeah.
We were shedding layers
It was a chilly morning.
pretty fast. Everything was going pretty good until this afternoon. In the last hour, I was just trucking along, and I started to roll my ankle, and I pitched forward, and somehow in the whole thing, I ended up twisting, and I landed on my tailbone on a rock, and it's really painful right now. It was very painful to set up the tent tonight. I think sleeping's going to be an issue, and even sitting right now is not the best thing in the world. Tonight we're going to have home-style chicken noodle. Home-style chicken noodle casserole. I've had this one before. It was really good. I think it has a lot of veggies in it, which is really nice. But I selected it for tonight because it's the heaviest one in our pack. Our packs are still heavy from food because we're carrying food for all the way through till the end. And tomorrow we do the roller coaster. So we need to eat as much as we can tonight.
So we have about 4 days worth of food and 5 days worth of snacks in our packs.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And tomorrow we're going to have probably about 5,000 feet of climbing altogether.
It's 10 500-foot climbs that are just a nuisance.
It is not. But it is a lot of elevation change tomorrow. It is not what he said it is.
Yeah.
It's varies between 300 and 1,000 feet per incline, and they just keep going up and down, up and down, up and down all day. And we will not finish the roller coaster tomorrow. We'll finish it the day after. So as much as we can get the weight out of our packs tonight by eating, we will eat.
Yeah, and we'll finish it the day after on the way into Harper's Ferry. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the weather was nice, a little chilly, but warmed up. Should be good sleeping weather tonight. Should be really chilly tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be in the low 30s.
But
we'll be sleeping with our filters.
Not a cloud in the sky. It was just sparkly, spectacular all day today.
It was beautiful.
A lot of people out today. I will just say it's a Saturday, and man, there's a lot of people out. We were stepping aside for big, long troops of folks.
A lot of them scouts.
A lot of them scouts, yeah. A lot of them groups of people. They're coming out as groups.
We did pass 8 southbound through hikers today.
It's another bubble.
Another bubble,
Yeah.
Led by Coconut and Tomb Raider. So, yeah, there's a big group of them out here.
Yeah. And I don't know how many are still filtering in, trying to find a spot for tonight.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see.
Be very disappointing.
We keep seeing new faces coming down to the creek to get water. But we're set up and we're comfortable.
Yeah.
And we're going to have dinner. And then we're going to go to bed.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us.